Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. Tamar Braxton came to her ex-boyfriend David Adefeso's defense after her sisters Toni Braxton and Tawanda spoke out against him. Now, just to give you all a backstory, Tamar and David did break up after having a domestic dispute. David went on Instagram Live and said that while he was driving Tamar to get treatment, they had an argument on the road. Apparently, Tamar was upset that David posted a video of her son without her permission, and it led to a heated argument which ended up turning physical, and David did claim that Tamar attacked him. He also said that she caused $30,000 worth of damage to his car, and he did end up filing a restraining order against her. Tamar, however, told Hollywood Unlocked in a text that David was threatening her life and threatening his while he was driving. And she also showed the picture of the injury that she allegedly got from David. Now, David and Tamar's relationship in the public eye has always seemed nice and sweet. However, when Tamar's new reality show, Get Your Life, aired, it showed an unflattering picture of the couple. And this reality show allegedly created a wedge between Tamar and David and triggered Tamar into having a mental breakdown, which she was hospitalized for. So this whole situation has been very messy, and the Braxton sisters have been trying to keep quiet, but some of the sisters finally broke their silence. Toni Braxton actually called out David on social media and said, "David, you weasel, you ferret, you are beyond contempt. Once again, do not include my children in your shenanigans. Please leave my family alone." Now, when Toni Braxton posted this, I was like, hold up, what's going on? What did David do now? Toni never bothers to speak up like that unless something is wrong. Tamar's sister Tawanda spoke out as well, and this is what she said on her Instagram Live.
Toni is okay. She's just really pissed off at David, as we all are. We don't appreciate or, I guess, agree or condone the way that he's handling the situation. It's even deeper than you guys can even imagine. So,
y'all only know the surface of it.
That's it. So for Toni to even say something and to post it on social media, because you know she never does anything like that. You know he's gone way too far.
Yeah.
And, you know, like she said, you don't involve the children. We don't care what happens or how we may disagree or agree to disagree. You never involve the children. And David went over the line when it comes to that. You know, so.
Somebody said, drop David's address, please.
I can't do that. But I would say, in my words, is that I believe that he's a loser boy. From the rooter to the tutor. And if I'm calling somebody a loser boy, I mean it.
Yeah, she mean that. She mean that.
Look, Kika Nunu Moo said, Toni is private, so I knew it had to be. So you already know Kika Nunu Moo too. Somebody get Brian on the phone.
Oh, Lord.
Let's cancel David. It's just whack.
It's Tamar and Logan, okay?
Tamar and Logan is good. Just keep us, just keep them in your prayers. You know what I mean? Let's see. Not Toni calling while y'all. Yeah, she called me twice.
3 times, actually. It might have been 3. Somebody text Toni to get on live.
So that was Tawanda and her boyfriend speaking out about the situation. And interestingly enough, Tamar kind of came to David's defense after her sisters spoke up about him. This is what she said on Twitter.
Whew. Okay, so today is a lot. And I just wanted to come on here and just clear some things up. I really honestly appreciate my family, all of a sudden speaking up for me, I do appreciate that. And, it's expected when you're going through a breakup for families, to choose a side and have things to say. It's never positive. And I know nobody agrees with what, David said on his live. I don't agree with what he said, But I do feel compelled to say that it wasn't a terrible relationship. David was an amazing partner to me. He was an amazing stepdad to Logan. He wasn't a clout chaser. He wasn't trying to be on TV. He did everything on TV and showed up for me because I asked him to. And I don't feel like majority of the things that are being said is warranted because, you know, what I went through this summer was very traumatic for both of us. And he was there for me every step of the way, even when most people were not. The people that I thought was going to show up did not show up. He showed up. And that's why I feel so compelled to say something now because, you know, as much as I understand everybody dragging him through the mud and saying what they need to say because of what he said on his live, the other part is still present too. And this is not me trying to get back with David or we working things out, because we're not. I haven't talked to him or seen him since August 30th. Just me on my journey. I just really want to do the right thing. And I'm sorry if I look ridiculous trying to do the right thing, but, you know, I just wanted to say that. And, you know, unfortunately, this is a situation where nobody wins. We're in a legal dispute and things are blown out of proportion. And I just feel really bad for everybody, including myself. So I would just really like to heal privately and be able to tell my story when I feel the need to tell my story. So everybody involved, thank you. I love you. But I would like to heal in private.
Tamar's response to what her sister said about David was a little confusing because if I'm not mistaken, she was the one who kind of put the narrative out there that David mistreated her. In fact, she told Hollywood Unlocked that he's fame hungry and thirsty and he was lying on her and he put his hands on her. And I could only imagine what she may have told her family. I know her ex-husband Vince came to her defense against David, and also her sisters are coming to her defense based off of what she told them. So I did initially find it odd that she's now coming to David's defense. However, there's a reason why Tamar is switching up her tune, and it has to do with some legal reasons. According to the blast, David got in contact with the police to serve Tamar with legal papers. A source close to David said that he told the officers to try her ex-husband Vince Herbert's house to see if Tamar was there. However, the police did not listen to him. They showed up at Toni Braxton's house instead. And this is allegedly the reason why Toni was upset with David and she called him out on social media. So Toni probably went off on David around the time the police came to her house. And in a way, I could understand why Toni was upset. Even though David claims that he did not want the police to come to her house, I could understand why Toni would have been upset with David if she didn't know that ahead of time. Toni has 2 sons and she's very protective over them, and she doesn't feel comfortable or safe with the police questioning her children or making unwanted visits to her home. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Tamar and David's mess, so her anger was justified. Now, according to the Shade Room, David did reach out to Toni, and his rep actually shared some alleged text messages between him and Toni. In the alleged message, Toni told David, "Officials came to my home yesterday to serve Tamar papers. Was this from you? I'm optimistic that it was not, but I must inquire because I have a family of my own to protect." She also allegedly said, "However, it saddens me that 2 people who have loved each other for as long as you two have now decided to take it to this extreme." The Shade Room went on to say that David told Toni that he had a tremendous amount of respect for her, but he cautioned her of the open investigation. Toni said in the text, "I'm glad to read of your tremendous respect for me, and I openly accept that respect as your gentleman word not to involve myself or my children in this matter. My home is my private domain and space. My personal life, including my residence, are not to be shared with the public." So this was allegedly what was in the text exchange between Toni and David. And I do find it interesting that only Toni's text messages were posted and not David's. But David's reps are trying to clean up his image because Toni put him on blast. So he wants people to know that he wasn't trying to bring Toni into his mess with Tamar. He said that he directed the police to go to Vince's house because he thinks that Tamar is staying there and he wants to serve her papers, I believe for the restraining order, but Tamar seems like she's ducking him. I don't know. I think she wants the situation to go away. And that's probably why she actually came to David's defense, because she doesn't want her sisters to exacerbate the situation. David is coming at her legally, and she doesn't want to have to deal with legal matters and family drama on top of that. But sadly, she's partly to blame for all of this mess. I'm not saying that it's all her fault, but she and David are the ones who created this mess, and now they're dragging other people in it, and it's totally unfair. But anyway, I do wish Tamar and David the best, especially Tamar, because I know this is affecting her mental health, but I wish her the best moving forward, and I hope they don't drag her and David's relationship too much on the Braxton family values, because a new season is coming up, and I have a feeling that this season is going to be centered around David and Tamar's shenanigans. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.